Right. Viewer discretion's advised. What? We're all adults here. We're fine. No. Eh? Okay then. That was odd. Um, I have never seen that error ever. No. That was weird.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the
Oh, hi,
victims in all our
Chucky.
favorite horror movies and show you how they were made. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at the
Oh,
menu.
he's got a James. He's got a James.
The menu is set in
A James? A chef's coat. Wait, guys. English is my first language. English is my only language. He's got a James coat on.
an ultra-exclusive restaurant where the staff has sinister intentions for their wealthy customers. It ridicules
Yes.
several aspects of fine
Oh.
dining culture, from snobby food critics to pretentious plating. I'm not personally a
Oh my god, the freaking plating. The plating. Okay, can I just rant a little bit about freaking fine dining? The plating is so bullshit. Like, if I'm going for food, my ass does not want one little scallop with a little edible flour and like 3 dots of like your fennel olive oil puree and a blood orange a dash of blood orange. Like, come on. Really? That that's like my biggest pet peeve about the freaking fine dining bullshit. Like, oh man. A dash of Luger. Oh man, a dash of Luger. My favorite ingredient. Alright, let's continue.
part of the foodie world this movie parodies, but I am familiar with it thanks to my housemate, collaborator, and best man, James Gressel, who joined us when we covered this movie on the podcast. I highly recommend
that
you
one was
listen
funny,
to that to hear
Conway.
the insanely specific details this movie gets right. Also, check out D&D, our Dinner D&D podcast, where Gressel DMs a story almost as old as the kill count at this point. It's fun
Oh
hearing
my.
him become more and more familiar with stuff like, I don't know, emulsions and shit. Despite my secondhand familiarity with the subject matter, the menu is one of my favorites from the holy horror year of 2022. Honestly, probably top 5. It has an immaculate cast, with everyone down to the side characters playing their parts perfectly. The outstanding ensemble is led by a pair of the year's best villains. Chef Julian Slowik and Elsa has made...
Is that the what's the actress name? Anya something? I just know her first name because I was like, wait, what? Why does that remind me of someone? I just thought it's her because of her big ol' eyes. She's got crazy big eyes.
D. Ray Fine and Hong Chow
I think it's her.
incredible. And on a rewatch, when you know all these
Yeah,
characters
her.
and their relationships,
Oh.
you really see how every line of dialogue has dual meaning.
Because I saw
or at
her in
least
some like
illustrates who these
other
people are.
movie.
The
I don't
menu
even
is
know what it was
effective with
called.
its horror, a slow boil that builds to a roiling nightmare for the patrons. But it's also a great comedy. Don't be fooled by the trailer lines you hear early on.
We liquefy, we spherify, we gel.
They gel?
We gel.
It ends up being hilariously dark.
Huh?
The humor and suspense are equal ingredients here.
We
All
gel.
part of the menu.
How many kills will get served up in this kitchen nightmare? I believe we have a reservation to find
It's
out.
fucking raw. Where's the lamb sauce?
Accepting that invitation is Tyler, a little
Oh,
rich boy
God.
who fancies himself quite the foodie.
It's the balance of the products. You need the mouthfeel of the mignonette.
The same cannot be said for his working-class gal pal Margot Mills.
Please don't say mouthfeel.
Margot is played by Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yes,
seen
her.
The kill count in The Vivitch, while Tyler is played
Her.
by Renfield
Yes.
himself.
I knew
Tyler's
her
taking
first
Margot to
name.
Hawthorne, a trendy restaurant where the meal is $1,200 a person. It's so
Oh my god! No! 1,200 per person? Fuck no! God, the freaking waiters must better be paying me and like giving me a massage before after I eat. Like, give give me literally everything in the world. Nah, that's too much.
Exclusive, they have to take a boat to get there, since the restaurant is on a tiny private island. While checking in, Margot learns her reservation was originally meant for Tyler's previous girlfriend. A
Oh.
little awkward, though not as awkward as him trying to make her smell his finger. Doofy, stop! Hawthorne's maitre d' Elsa leads the guests on a tour of the island's facilities, and shows them how the whole staff lives together in a culty bomb shelter. Well, everyone except head chef Julian Slowick, who lives in his own dope-ass off-limits cottage. Pretty
Interesting.
impressive, but Margot's more preoccupied with Richard Liebrant, another guest she seemed to recognize on the boat.
Fuck.
Before we can pull at that plot thread, it's time for dinner and a show, where the show is also, dinner. First up is the amuse-bouche, a bouche-daggy way to say appetizer. Or more specifically, a somehow even douchier way to say hors d'oeuvre. It's, I don't know, what the fuck is that?
We have a compressed and
What the fuck is this? How are you gonna eat this? Okay, what the fuck? How are you gonna eat this? Genuinely. Is this like carrot puree with some celery puree mashed into scooped perfectly into a ball with a squid ink tuile on top and some Parmesan cheese sprinkled around it? What is this? Or served on a meteorite plate? What is this bullshit? What is this? What is this? How are you gonna eat this? Do you like take a chunk of the freaking tuile and then just scoop up the little balls? Like, what the fuck?
pickled cucumber melon, milk snow, and charred lace.
Oh,
Thanks.
cool. Cool. At
So
least we get a
bullshit.
good taste of our supporting characters here, all played pitch perfectly by their performers. Snobby food critic Lillian Bloom and her editor/toady Ted are insufferable, constantly commenting with snide asides. Finance bros Soren, Dave, and Bryce are so-called power tasters who treat the whole thing like a status experience. They're boisterous and arrogant, since they work for Doug Varick, who owns the restaurant and this entire island.
Work and money. Yeah, baby. We're pathetic, aren't we? Oh my God.
We're pathetic, are we?
John Leguizamo
Yes.
plays a washed-up actor who's only called movie star in the end credits, though
Movie
you can
star.
catch his name as George Diaz thanks to his assistant Felicity, who's trying to quit working for him. Chef Slowick makes his entrance. No, not that entrance, that's not what I meant, guys. And introduces the first course of the meal with a thunderclap. This dish is an undersea overture of scallops and
What
seaweed,
the-
served upon a tasteful rock. It represents the island itself, using its flora, its rocks, and even its seawater. The way Chef describes it, he sounds like
One-
an ecological nihilist.
I was joking about the one scallop earlier, by the way. Why is there only one scallop? That's an actual ripoff.
Saying none of them matter in the face of nature's beauty and harmony.
Yummy rock.
Frightened nanosecond. Nature is timeless. Enjoy.
After the patrons enjoy their saltwater cubes or whatever, Slowick presents the second course with a history lesson. He says bread has been around for a dozen millennia and is often associated with the poor, which introduces the catch. Since bread is for the working man, these rich bitches ain't getting nothing but spreads. Margot
What the This is so stupid. This is pissing me off.
sees it as a dig at their expense.
He's basically insulting you.
But Tyler ignores her, content to just dig in. Though they're parodic, these courses do feel authentic thanks to the involvement of French chef Dominique Crenn, the first woman to
No
win 3
way.
Michelin stars for a US restaurant. Crenn crafted
Oh,
each of the menu's
God.
courses basically in character as Chef Slowick, giving them all an emotional coldness to reflect their fictional creator. She also spent more than a day with Rafe Fine just talking through how a chef would behave in a kitchen. To make the courses look the part, they were shot by filmmaker David Gelb, who made the fantastic Jiro Dreams of Sushi.
No,
A second
I've
unit
never
trend.
seen
He filmed
that.
the presentation vignettes after production wrapped, sometimes in Adam McKay's office. The style here is just like in Chef's Table, Gelb's popular Netflix series. The show was even referenced by Tyler, who's a fan.
I mean, I've
We'll
watched
make a game based
every
off
fucking
it?
episode of Chef's Table
Interesting.
2 or 3 times.
Many of the cast actually used Chef's Table to research the world of fine dining. The insulting sauces don't sit well with the finance bros. Soren tries to pull rank for some bread, unironically saying to
Infernal
Elsa,
Protocol.
"You know who we are, right?" She certainly does, as if her contempt of everyone on the guest list wasn't clear from her island tour. She openly admits it to him with a sinister whisper.
You will eat less than you desire and more than you deserve.
Slowick takes a beat to give
Damn,
some extra love
okay.
to another guest, whom he reveals as his
Survival?
perpetually drunken mother. He recounts
Is
a
it
time
like-
from his childhood.
Is it like, can you set up lobbies and then just have a bunch of people in it? You just like throw a bunch of people in it and then survival horror game. Kind of like a battle royale where you can like team with other people. I've never seen Maze Runner, but I think I've with who you bring into the game. Ah, I see. I have never seen Maze Runner, but I've heard things about it. Survive, craft, and escape. I see. Okay. Okay. Interesting. I'll need to look at that. It's not actually
Fateful
piques my
Taco
interest.
Tuesday, when his drunken father began strangling his mom. To stop him, Slowick stabbed his dad in the thigh with a pair of scissors. Oof, can't unring that Taco Bell.
Ow.
This dramatic taco tale serves as the basis for the next dish, with cutlery courtesy of the Tethered. All the movie's plating was done by food stylist Kendall Gensler, who made sure each dish looked authentically high-end. However, even though it looked great, the food was often gross by the time the cast had to eat it.
You can tell
Oh,
we can act our asses off because we made that those cold props look delicious.
Yeah.
Andy
Those
Taylor-Joy
cold
says
props.
Nicholas Hoult impressively committed to actually eating everything. The only time it got bad, he said, was downing all the oily sauces. The tortillas for these tacos are personalized with laser-engraved images. Lillian's features restaurants that closed due to her bad reviews, and
Oh.
received some edible, credible evidence of her husband's affairs, and John
Oh.
Leguizamo is reminded of a crappy movie he did that flopped.
Oh.
Should have been the pest. Tyler's Tortillas
The
call him out for
pest.
snapping food pics, which was explicitly against the rules, making this a sort of you lose good day sir moment. The business boys have it even worse though, since their tortillas feature evidence of fraud committed by their boss.
Damn. Okay. Damn. Interesting. That sounds really cool, Evelyn. I actually really want to try it based off the description. Yeah, this chef is an asshole. God damn.
And Slowick's angel investor, Doug Varick.
What the hell are these?
These are tortillas.
The hell are these? These are tortillas.
Tortillas deliciosas.
With the evening's mood beginning to sizzle, Slowick brings out his sous chef Jeremy Ludin. Jeremy's the brains behind the fourth course, the mess. Slowick describes Jeremy's talents like Homer Simpson talking about an animatronic show.
He's very good. But he's not great.
He says
Oh.
Jeremy will never aspire to greatness, partly because his passion has been crushed by the
Free
food service
demo?
industry.
Oh, nice.
After a couple of goodbye kisses, Jeremy quits his job by
Oh.
making a mess of his mind matter in the first kill of the
Aw.
film. This jarring act of violence is the point at which it's finally nakedly clear that things are fucked.
What the fuck?
Panic ensues amongst the guests,
What?
although Hawthorne's staff remains strictly professional.
A biodynamic Cabernet Franc from our friends at Domaine Breton.
Well, glad to see Peter Gross still thriving in the restaurant industry.
Peter Piper picked a pack of perfect pretzels. Hold up. Your last name is
Wait,
Piper?
it's that
Richard and Anne
guy?
try to make a hasty exit, but they're stopped by Elsa and some beefy busboys. Elsa's done with niceties, so as punishment, one of Dick's digits is promptly lopped off. That doesn't deter the
Oh.
business boys and the movie star from plotting an escape, but their plan goes so poorly that the staff doesn't even bother punishing them.
Please
Oh.
let me help you back to your table.
Margot is pulled aside for a meeting with Slowick, who's upset about the surprise guest at this deadly dinner party.
I'm actually interested in watching the movie itself too. Yeah. Yeah, Ananta looks fun. It looks fun. Just silly, just fun. Turn your brain off. It looks like one of those games.
She hasn't been eating any of the food and has been unimpressed with all the highfalutin hullabaloo. Margot's the only person here who's refreshingly grounded, treating the staff like actual human beings.
He knew my name, babe.
Yeah, I noticed you didn't ask his name.
Yeah, well, you know.
Class commentary is
Oh,
all
you know.
over the menu, which isn't surprising given the team behind it. Director Mark Mylod and co-writer Will Tracy both worked on Succession alongside producers Adam McKay and Will Ferrell. Tracy was inspired to write the story for the menu after dining at Cornelius Seafood Restaurant, an island
Oh.
restaurant in Norway. He co-wrote the script
Interesting.
with Seth Reese, who drew on his satirical experience as head writer of The Onion. Slowick has noticed that
The
Margot's an
Onion.
outsider, so gives her 15 minutes to decide whether she belongs with the guests or with the restaurant staff, the takers or the givers.
Yeah, I
Not
should
that
probably watch
ultimately
it.
matters.
I should probably watch Maze Runner.
Isn't that right?
The actress
Wait,
playing
what?
Slowik's army of Sioux soldiers underwent a week-long kitchen boot camp to properly act the part. It was run by Dominique Kren, second AD Lauren Candela, and John Bandhace, a chef
Yeah,
local to
they
Savannah,
are.
Georgia. Hawthorne's exteriors were played by various islands around Savannah, while the restaurant's interior was a set. Everything seen out those giant windows was comped in to replace a blue screen. Over a flowery palette cleanser, Chef Slowik explains to the customers why they're there. Each of them represents a part of the restaurant industry he despises. Lillian and Ted's magazine has destroyed the careers of several chefs, while Richard and Anne's wealth allows them to casually eat at Hawthorne without appreciating the food. They can't even remember a single dish after 11 visits.
Cod.
Oh,
Cod? It wasn't cod, you donkey. It was how.
it wasn't cod, you donkey. It sounds so weird just hearing someone be called a donkey without being yelled at. It's so unusual. Like freaking Gordon Ramsay has freaking ingrained into my mind whenever someone's being called a donkey, they have to be getting yelled at. Alright, enjoy your night, Evelyn. Oh my god, that was a shock. Jumps out of a plane. You you got your parachute, or are you just gonna like teleport?
Halibut.
The trio of Chads work for Doug Varick, the investor who bought Hawthorne during COVID, but treated it like an investment rather than an artistic endeavor. That's why Varick is the next guest of honor. The guests see him strung up over the sea in a pair of symbolic angel wings. On Elsa's signal, the fallen angel commences. Varick is slowly lowered into the ocean to drown in front of the horrified guests.
Oh my.
Margot's timer goes off, so she's brought to meet Slowik in his office. He correctly identifies her as a sex worker, referring to it exclusively as a fellow service job. But that means Margot isn't Tyler's girlfriend, just a date he hired for the evening since the restaurant doesn't seat parties of one, except drunk moms. This reveal is great and recontextualizes a lot of earlier lines and reactions.
It's your dime. Tyler, you're the customer. You're paying him to serve you. Doesn't really matter whether he likes you or not.
Oh.
Right. Wait, what is that?
Nothing.
Margot also reveals that Richard Liebrant was a previous client who hired her to play out a disgusting incest fantasy. That shades in one of his wife's lines, talking about how Margot resembles their daughter.
Yeah, the actor for the chef is actually very good. He's great at this emotionless freaking role.
Really? Does look like Claire.
The only plot hole there is that fucking nobody looks like Anya Taylor-Joy. Come on. Slowik and Margot have a candid combo where they both say they no longer enjoy the service they provide. But that table talk is tabled to continue the dinner. The guests are let outside for some fresh air and the next course/event entitled Man's Folly. Sous chef Catherine Keller recounts an incident.
No, that is something.
Next course/event entitled.
Yes, this is definitely something I've seen in like freaking fine dining. Was a Dungeness crab fermented? Ugh, fermented yogurt whey, fried sea lettuce, umeboshi, and kelp. Ugh. But the fermented yogurt whey does not sound good. That sounds awful.
Man's Folly. Sous chef Catherine Keller recounts an incident where Chef Slowik sexually harassed her, shielded from consequence by his celebrity status. To make amends, Slowik allows her to stab him in the thigh, the same place he stabbed his father many Taco Tuesdays ago. The group makes like a pie chart and breaks down
Many Taco Tuesdays.
Men given a chance to escape the island on foot. It's another trailer moment, but I do love how Soren blows their head start.
If they do catch. Okay. 45 seconds starts now.
While the waitstaff play hide and seek with the men, Catherine leads the women inside for their own special meal. The ladies get to air out some dirty French laundry. Anne confirms Richard's previous affair with Margot, while Catherine reveals the extent of her creative control.
Oh, everyone dying was my pitch, actually.
Oh?
Super proud of it.
She says the menu only works if they all die in the end. It's the only way to tie the whole concept together. You know, like a good
What?
rug. Margot fesses up that her real name is actually Erin, but I'm gonna do what the other characters do and keep calling her Margot. The men are summarily tagged and bagged. Chicken Shit Ted staying hidden the longest among the chicken shit.
A special bite for the last guest to be caught.
Once everyone is led inside and back to their seats, Slowick takes a moment to single out Tyler. He says that Tyler was invited since he's a self-proclaimed foodie, but unlike the other guests, Tyler was told ahead of time about the night's twist. That explains his nonchalant reactions when shit started hitting the fan. That also means he hired Margot to come with him, knowing that she would be killed. It's a scummy reveal consistent with Tyler's entitlement over the people and places he pays for.
Tyler, you need to apologize to me right now. You cannot speak to me that way.
Actually, I can, because ding dong, I'm the one who's paying, so maybe shut up and eat.
Margot is rightfully pissed, but Slowick says Tyler is a special boy. He even gets to wear a chef's jacket. And look at that, it's personalized. Things take a turn when Slowick asks Tyler to cook something. He gathers all the warm bodies into the kitchen to watch Tyler cook like a college freshman. The resulting dish is Tyler's bullshit, with its signature ingredient of utter
Is that what it's actually called? Okay. There are so many things wrong with this. Undercooked is the least of it. If anything, the lamb is still in the fields and just a tad bit sunburnt. Inedible is an understatement. Also, I don't know what all these like black burnt parts are. What did he burn? Was it this? This little piece of burn? This tiny piece of burn? Okay. Exactly, yeah, they're so funny. Also, like, you couldn't even clean up. Like, come on, buddy. If you're gonna... I can't even fix this. Okay, undercooked lamb, inedible shallot leek butter sauce. Butter lack of cohesion. Okay, if he wants to fix it... You don't do a butter sauce for lamb. You do a red wine reduction. And you actually cook the lamb, you know, to where it's actually edible and not roaming around in the farm. In New Zealand, you would cut the leeks to a normal size, and the shallots you'd like freaking dice them, and you turn it into like an actual sauce, not grease with burn bullshit on here. This is terrible.
To finalize this humiliation, Slowick tells Tyler the real reason he was invited.
You are why the mystery has been drained from our art.
With a gentle whisper from Chef, Tyler turns in his jacket and descends into Hell's Kitchen. What Chef whispered is never revealed, but it clearly made an impact since Tyler is shortly found hanging out in the closet, removing himself from the menu like oh so many delicious Taco Bell items.
Damn, okay.
Sloan thinks Margot might be more helpful in the kitchen, and before you know it, she's reciting their motto.
Yes, chef.
He asks her to fetch a barrel, a task
No, can we?
While she gets her hands dirty outside, John Leguizamo speaks up, since he's the only guest who still doesn't know why he's here. Hilariously, Slowick reveals he just hated the actor's movie Calling Dr. Sunshine. You can tell Leguizamo treated the role like a paycheck instead of an expression of art. Pretty petty, although not quite as petty as the reasoning for Felicity.
What school did you go to?
Brown?
Student loans? I'm sorry, you're dying.
In earlier scripts, Leguizamo's
sorry, you're
character was a
dying.
fictionalized Daniel Radcliffe, whose Rotten Tomato of a role was Igor in 2015's Victor Frankenstein. Leguizamo wasn't the only recasting either. Margot was originally set to be played by Emma Stone, who left due to conflicts with other projects. You couldn't ask for a better cast than this one, though. And they all said Mylod ran a warm and welcoming set that fostered creativity and collaboration. Seriously, they said it so many times in my research, and I love to hear stuff like that. Mylod took a few cues from his work on Succession, like treating all the characters as actual human beings to keep them relatable despite their entitlement. He also got a lot of mileage out of improv, having his cast stay in character even when they weren't being filmed.
The way that Mark wanted to shoot was 360. We were all mic'd all the
He
time. We
has
were always improvising.
The entire
extremely
cast never left the
great
set, not
hair.
even during other
Holy.
people's close-ups. And with multiple cameras running, Mylod found extra shots to use during editing he didn't even know he had. Hong Chow called Leguizamo the best improviser. He and Felicity's actor, Amy Carrero, came up with one of the funniest exchanges on their own.
I wrote a negative recommendation to Sony.
I know you CC'd me on it.
On her way back to the restaurant, Margot takes a detour to Slowick's private cottage and finds out it features a full-on replica of Hawthorne's kitchen. She's cornered by Elsa, who's jealous of all the attention she's been given by Chef. The militaristic maitre d' has considered Margot unworthy from the get-go, with regular reminders that she's not meant to be here.
Miss Mills, you will be sitting in Miss Westervelt's seat.
Elsa's played by Hong Chow in what may be the standout performance in a movie with a lot of great performances. She really sells the cracks in Elsa's composure when her jealousy over Chef gets the best of her. Chow received an Oscar nom for The Whale the same year the menu was released, and in an
Wait, it's the guy from the meme. Wait.
Chow received an Oscar nom for The Whale the same year the menu was.
It's literally the meme guy. Wait, is that where that's from? I found 2 memes in 2 days. Come wait, that's the well, he's got like a thing in his nose to help him breathe, and then like he's looking at the camera, but he's like tearing up. I don't know what that meme is called. Oh god. But
and in an honor
it's that
exactly
guy.
on the same level, was nominated for a prime rib for Best Supporting Actor at last year's Dead Meat Horror Awards. Elsa attacks Margot with a knife, kicking off an extended kitchen brawl. Margot manages to gain the upper hand with a Paco jet and downsizes Elsa's role on the staff with a stab to the throat. Her last words are insisting that she didn't forget the barrel, a sad, dying devotion to her chef. While Slowick has some compelling points, I think the movie makes it clear that he's also full of shit. Everything he does is fascistic, meant to conform to the sacred way he thinks food should be made and served. He talks about the importance of nature, but has effectively bent the whole island to the whims of his restaurant. The guy's so self-important, he even compares himself to MLK.
Did he just quote Martin Luther King?
Yep, he did.
A deleted
No
scene
way.
actually has Margot calling him out for this, asking him why he doesn't run a soup kitchen if he's so miserable. His answer is characteristically evasive.
DMs.
Why do we do the things we do?
Margot keeps poking around the cottage.
Yes. That guy. Wait. From this meme. The guy from this meme. It's literally the same guy. Right.
And discovers a room full of photos from Slowick's past. He seems much happier in these pictures, especially in an Employee of the Month award from a burger joint, possibly his first ever kitchen job. She also finds a radio and uses it to call for help from the mainland. It appears to pay off as they see the Coast Guard arriving for a restaurant rescue. The chefs try to tidy, bandaging and bibbing up their patrons, but a secret note Leguizamo slips to the officer leads to a supper-time standoff. It's a moment of immense relief for the dinner guests when Chef Slowick is forced to his knees. Unfortunately, the whole thing was just a bit of dinner theater, and the guards was nothing but an undercover cook. It's a crushing defeat, but Margot's got one last trick up her sleeveless dress. She'll rebel on Slowick's terms, restaurant terms.
I don't like your food.
What did you say?
I said I don't like your food, and I would like to send it back.
She rips into Chef's cooking, calling it obsessive and pretentious, and says he's taken the joy out of eating. She implies he's a failure of an artist whose intellectual detachment has left her hungry in every way. She challenges him to prove her wrong by cooking something simple and filling.
A real cheeseburger. Not some fancy deconstructed avant bullshit, a real cheeseburger.
Sloan can't resist taking the bait and fries up a burger for her. Damn, she getting a double-double? While the previous courses had their presentations and platings filmed with passion, this is the only time we see the actual cooking of food filmed with the same love. Unless you count Tyler's bullshit. Margot confirms the burger tastes as good as it looks, but says she can only manage a single bite.
Unfortunately, I think my eyes were a little bigger than my stomach.
Well, that's just a bold-faced lie. She asks us to take the rest to
Damn, okay.
go, a request that might as well be spitting on the floor in certain fancy restaurants. But in the spirit of the moment, Chef makes her a box. The Queen's Gambit worked, and Margot has found a way to leave this place. All she had to do was give Chef Slowick one final taste of the joy he once felt cooking. While Margot commandeers the fake Coast Guard boat, the rest of the patrons accept their fate. They even pay for the bill, gratuity included, of course, as the restaurant staff prepares for the final course. They begin to plate dessert on the floor and tables themselves, a move inspired by Grant Achatz' deconstructed dessert at the 3 Michelin
Oh, I've seen something like that. Okay, it wasn't this guy, but I just look.
Linea in Chicago.
Of course. I just had to think it looks very similar to a place that I've vacationed to. Oh my god. Oh my god. Cowboy, don't laugh at me. But what I was saying is the freaking I've seen something like this in Japan. This is one like underground secret restaurant, right? And then at the end they have like they paint the table to be all like they painted the table to be like a dessert, and then there's like a chocolate ball on it, then you have a little mallet, and you crack it open, and there's like chocolate or cake or something in that. Something like that.
Move inspired by Grant Achatz' deconstructed dessert at the 3 Michelin star Alinea in Chicago. I don't think
I had to say in my mind, think in my mind, man, that looks very familiar. I swear, everything is in that city. Wait, what was it called again?
Inspired by Grant Achatz' deconstructed dessert at the 3 Michelin star Alinea in Chicago.
How the fuck do you spell that? Did I spell it correct? Alinea. Wait a minute. Oh, it's there? Jesus, that's far. Oh, it's a 15-minute drive. It is a 15-minute drive from the hotel I stayed at. There we go. 15 minutes from a hotel I stayed at. Am I hiding the secret? Am I hiding it, Camway? Am I hiding the secret? Is it hidden yet?
I don't think Alinea
Oh,
marshmallow
man.
cows or cute little chocolate caps, though. This reference was brought to life in large part by production designer Ethan Taubman, who rigorously planned and reverse engineered what it would end up looking like on set. The marshmallow
Interesting.
ponchos were made by costume designer Amy Westcott, who also worked on Black Swan. They used thousands of real
It's
actual
even a
marshmallows
secret.
individually glued together. Westcott, who is director
Yeah,
Marlon's wife,
totally.
made them by hand with a team that included their kids.
My
Oh.
children still won't speak to me.
Slowick says dessert was inspired
My children still won't speak to me. That's funny.
by the s'more, a collection
Uh,
of cheap, overprocessed food
oh.
made delicious via fire.
Is he gonna burn the restaurant down? Oh.
This whole spiel here was inspired by Rafe Fiennes' honest reaction to learning what a s'more was.
I didn't know what the fuck a s'more was.
Oh.
I said to them, no one outside the US knows what a s'more is.
Average
so
Brit.
I riffed what I thought the chef might say about a s'more.
The writers liked it, so they expanded it into a full monologue. Slowick reminds the patrons that they represent the ruin of his art and life, and with one last dedication to his staff,
I love you all.
Slowick sets himself, his restaurant, and everyone inside ablaze.
Jesus.
As the guests are cooked to perfection, the mystery barrel retrieved by Margot ignites, blowing up the restaurant and everyone inside.
Damn.
Our count of 31 here includes all the guests, the chefs, the waitstaff, and the sommelier. The fireball is witnessed by Margot from the boat. The movie ends with her wiping her mouth with the titular menu and taking a big old bite of beef. How many kills did one dinner
burger.
ticket entitle us to see? Let's find out at the numbers. Oh, hey, what is this?
A special bite for reaching the end of the kill count.
Oh, thank you. All right.
Honestly, this is a very interesting movie.
Oh. Oh, you really did that. That was good. Thank you. 35
I
people
also
died
kinda
in the
wanna
menu.
watch
The
it.
dessert course taken out a whopping 31 of them. The victims
Jesus
consisted
Christ.
of 24 men and 11 women, giving us this deconstructed take on a pie chart.
Not the deconstructed take. Oh my god.
Though the ratio is new, we have seen 35 kills twice before in Freddy vs. Jason and Day of the Dead. With a runtime of 107 minutes, the menu gave us a kill on average just about every 3 minutes. I'll give the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to the dessert course.
Yeah,
A menu as
definitely.
ambitious as
That's
this
so
one
cool.
needs a flashy finale, and this s'mores massacre was more than fitting. Dull Machete for lamest kill will go to Doug Varick. It wasn't a bad kill, but we'd never seen this guy before, and we had to watch him die from afar. And that's it. The menu was released in
Yeah, like who the hell was that guy? I was so confused why he was there.
2022 and received 4 nominations at the Dead Meat Horror Awards. Go watch
Oh,
those if
nice.
you haven't, and get ready for the next one on March 3rd. Until next time, I'm James A. Janice. This has been The Kill Count. Hey everybody, thanks a lot for watching the menu kill.
You know what? Fuck it. I want to watch this. Honestly, I was expecting cannibalism. I genuinely expected like cannibalism. Hey, honestly, the movie is very intriguing. I really want to watch it.